brought something to me today that I was like, I actually would love to talk about this. And you did some research, and I'm just gonna let you take it away.
So basically, when a woman has birth control, once it gets to a certain point, like whether it's like starting to decline in terms of like the potency, initially it changes their whole hormones, like from everything. Maybe their periods aren't as strong, they don't last as long, things like that, and it can even affect like who you're attracted to, how much you're attracted to at a certain point. So like, let's say you've been with someone for 3 years, you decide you're gonna have kids, they get off birth control, their whole structure and chemical frequency can kind of shift around in a way to where like they don't even they can find you a little repulsive, like from your the way like you smile, laugh, like your body odor, like just things that will just kind of repulse them. And it's weird. It is so weird.
That's wild.
Yeah, and
men just call that post-nut clarity.
There you go. But it's just weird. I don't know. It's just so weird that something in your arm or something that you take, like digest, can change your hormones so much in the chemistry in your brain.
Changes your body.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy how honestly how fragile it is. Like, I mean, dude, when you take drugs, like you could take an LSD tablet and it changes a couple things, and all of a sudden you're tripping balls.
Yeah,
like that's just crazy how fragile we are as humans.
Can I just say, I think you're the first man or the only man I've ever known to actually do research on this.
Well, part of it was because I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw it, and this girl was like talking about her story, like how her and her husband, ended up getting a divorce, and they were planning to have kids or something like that.
Is that such a loss, though, getting a divorce or breaking up? Is it really a loss?
Okay, but hold on. You got to think about it in terms of like where they are in life.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you're in your early 20s, okay, it's not as bad. But if you're in your late 30s and you're trying to have kids, that's the big point. If you're trying to have kids, that's where the issue comes in.
Those eggs are scrambled, baby.
Exactly.
they're not over easy.
They only have so many of them, and you kind of got to treat them.
Then
with like
after a while, again, get a new model.
Jesus. But
I'm just kidding.
When I saw the TikTok, it was going into it and like her experience, and then I looked at the comments, and the comments were littered with like, yes, the same thing happened to me. No, this is not true. So it's really just a case by case, whether or not it's going to affect you. It might affect you, it may not affect you.
If men were on birth control, we would be I wonder what our symptoms would be.
Well, I told you I want to try the little like thing that simulates the cramp that a person that's pregnant would have. I want to do this. I want to do this on the pod, and you could just dial it from like 1 to 6.
Okay, you go first though.
No, we get 2. We do it at the exact same time. I know, it'd be fun though. Because you're supposed to do like tasks like you
said bath salts was fun. I mean smelling salt.
Bath salt. I was like, whoa! Don't put me in that.
Smelling salt.
No, I'm still recovering.
Richard doesn't do.
Dude,
drugs
I smelled
anymore.
something the other day when I was at work, and I just had like instant PTSD. I swear someone else.
Please.
Yes, I swear someone else also ordered smelling salts, and I was like, no.
No,
I don't want it. I just don't. It's
just had a Vietnam War flashback.
Yeah, I'm just seeing helicopters, and palm trees.
Man, so do you what do you think a man would have to do in that position if his girlfriend's hormones are changing? Like, what advice, guy to guy? What do you think that should be?
Well, first of all, I think they have to get off of it, especially if you're planning to have kids. That's like the main reason. Yeah. If you're getting on birth control,
I agree. Getting off is important.
Okay, but you know what I mean? Like, you need to let them do their thing, because, like, they're going to change. Like, I looked it up. It takes, like, 6 to 8 months for it to be fully cycled out of them. Like, it's kind of crazy, the things that they put their body through. I mean...
Yeah, pregnancy's crazy.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm a dude.
Okay. But, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things, like, it's just unpredictable. Yeah. There's only so much that you can do. In my own situation, like, I wanted to... I want to have like a clean slate, essentially. Just know that this thing is off of my chest and don't have to worry about it. Like, it's like literally the final hurdle. So, and I think
it's the final countdown.
If it goes, whether it goes negative or positive, you just got to roll with it.
Roll with the punches. Like, that is life, man. That's all you can do. Do your best with what you can and treat every day as if it were your last.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, go get butt naked and run into traffic. Go do drugs. I'm just kidding. Don't do any of that.
Yeah, I
It's
was
fine.
like, what intrusive thoughts are kicking in here?
A lot. That should be a segment on our show. Intrusive thoughts. But
Okay.
he censors me too much. He wouldn't let me
Some of the things that he will just spout out.
say. Oh my god! Actually, that is so funny because I was thinking about some of the most fucked up shit I've ever said to him. I won't say any of it.
There's been a lot.
There's a couple times where I feel like I went too far.
Oh
Where
yeah, there's
I think,
a couple.
I think. Yeah.
When he was in his
Was it? I
when he was
remember.
like 21, when he first turned 21 and he was able to drink, the amount of things that he would say, I mean, he would get slapped at the bar. You know what I mean?
Did I get slapped at the bar?
I'm just saying that.
Okay.
Like
I
the
was
type
like,
of things
did
that
I?
you have said
No, I've
would
never
get you
gotten
slapped
that
at a
drunk.
bar. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. You understand?
probably.
Okay,
I can
there you
agree
go.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've said some outlandish shit.
Now, see me having a very open-minded personality
And he
being
knows I'm just an asshole.
fine and knowing what dark humor is and understanding and also thinking it's very funny. You know what I mean? So that's just one of the things where me and him can bounce off of each other
Yeah.
very well. We're both infamous idiots.
Except he
explains
hides it a
all.
little more than.
Oh,
I
I'm
do.
very good at hiding mine. Mainly because I was in
He's good
customer
at hiding his
service. for
dark
so long.
side.
Yes. I was in customer service so long that you kind of have to mask it. You can't just be rude to people.
I'm pretty good at it.
I just
don't censor myself
When was the
around
last
you.
time that you actually worked with the public, though? Like people day-to-day public.
That's a good point. You got me there.
Yeah,
you got
exactly.
me there.
That's what I'm saying. He would say some wild stuff.
I think one of the wildest shit I ever said to you was, do you remember we were out? No, we weren't out. We were playing video games, and your girlfriend at the time, she went out with her friends, and we were playing, and he kept beating me. I just can't beat him at video games.
You can't beat me in particular at UFC 2, which is the
Anyways.
best UFC game ever made. That's its own topic.
Anyways, I get frustrated, okay? And he keeps beating me. And he's a sore loser and sore winner, first of all.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Let me just say, I have like a Diaz approach where I'm like, "What's up? What we doing here? Huh? Where's all that talk at, eh?" And I'm like, body, pa. That's my style.
Anyways,
But I'm also, when I lose, I'm like Diaz. I'm like, "Fuck this shit rigged."
So he's annoying. Anyways, do you remember what I said to you? He was beating my ass so bad. I just let it slip, and I was like, "You're beating on me like I was the guy you caught your girlfriend cheating on you with." And the look on his face, do you remember that?
Out of pocket, even now, I was like, "Oh my god, he did say that."
said that.
I was like, "Jesus."
That was a moment where I was like, did you not? I think I did apologize. I was like, my bad, bro.
Yeah,
I
he was
that
like,
was
"Okay,
a little
that's too far." I'm like,
Yeah, my bad.
You think?
You're like,
Jesus.
my girlfriend's literally out right now. Oh man, that one and the other one. I think I said semi recently. I think I said it not recently, but I think I was like, I miss my boys out with me. And he's not. To be fair, he's not the only one I've threatened with this. I think you know where I'm going, right?
Yeah, I do.
I was like, dude, sometimes I just want to put some women's underwear in your passenger seat, so when your girlfriend gets in, she just gets mad and dumps you, dude. Because how are you gonna explain that? How are you gonna explain some women's panties that are clearly not hers? Yeah, but I'd get punched in the face.
He just wants
I
me
would
out in the
beat up.
streets with him, unfortunately.
No, I don't. I just I miss our
good
bro
wingman.
time. I miss our bro time.
He needs a good wingman. 'cause
He's
he
always
can't-
like, I gotta give my girlfriend attention, and I'm just like, whatever.
You
man.
do. I mean, that's part of having a good
What
relationship.
and
But see,
you
he
do.
just needs a good wingman because he can't seal the deal himself. Yeah, I gotta do a little alley oop
that's true.
layup.
I do need a good wingman because I don't have any good wingmen. They fucking suck. They don't give me alley oops. They give me the fucking ball and they expect me to run across the goddamn
I kick
court.
it and I'm like, go get it.
Yeah,
Go, fetch,
I'm just
fetch.
like, why? How about a little help here? How about,
Yeah.
man. I mean, what if, your significant other, obviously what if scenario, significant other was like, let's go non-monogamous. What are
It's
your
a deal
thoughts?
breaker.
It's for you.
Yes, 100%. It's a deal breaker.
Okay.
And I mean, to me, when it comes to each individual relationship, you're into your own thing. No judgment here.
Respect
essentially.
it, how you want to
Yeah,
live your
but
life.
for
I get it.
me, that's just a boundary I'm not willing to cross. And to me, I don't know how anyone can really cross that boundary. I mean, you are so secure in yourself and everything. Like, I just, what I mean? I feel like people will take it as insecurity, but it's more just like, no, it's a boundary that I just don't even want to cross. Like, I don't even want that potential negative outlook, essentially.
Again, I don't think, even if it was coming from insecurity, as at the end of the day, like your partner is gonna feel insecure, so your job is to secure them. Am I wrong?
Well, dude, I mean, I've seen so many things on Reddit where like they had an open relationship, and it's almost always the person that is like suggested it that is now regretting it.
Yeah.
And that the other person is now thriving. Now, obviously, you
Yeah.
can't believe everything you see on Reddit, but I've seen so many of them
know
that
why?
half of them have to
You
be.
want to know
true.
why? Somebody said this. I saw this on the internet that when women cheat, it's emotional. So you know that there's an emotional core to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
When men cheat, it's just a physical thing.
Mm.
And I think it's a very interesting thing that I don't feel like a lot of people talk about. You know, because I do feel like women take sex a lot more seriously than men do, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't see that. Yeah.
You know, so it's just like it just depends on what your preference is. In all honesty, I think if you can do non-monogamy, good for you, man. Like, you definitely have to be secure. You know,
I mean, when I worked in construction, there was 2 people that I worked with that were both in open relationships, openly, and they were telling my workers, people that I work with, "Hey, bro, you want to come over tonight?" It's just wild how like nonchalant,
totally
it can
unrelated, but like, what's their at?
be. Okay. Whoa. But I mean, I didn't know them personally like that. I mean, because like, if anyone that's ever worked in construction, once you're in like the building, there's like a little hut essentially where they do all the planning and everything, and you can go in there, especially when it's like raining. It's like a lunchroom, like it was in high school. Everyone's talking, it's loud, and you know what I mean. And like, I'm just hearing the conversation to my right, and I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, dude, get a bunch of men together, dude. They're gonna say some horrendous shit.
Oh no,
but also, women.
Hold on.
Women,
You want to say you think you've said offensive things? The things I heard when I was on the construction site, I was like, bruh.
See, I'm not even that bad. He's just being dramatic.
I'm being a little dramatic because I like to sell it. It's also just fun.
It is a little validating when someone's like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, it's part of, like, to me, that's like kind of in its own way. It's part of comedy. It's like dark comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's something so wild and so unexpected that it's funny. You know what I mean? And I think that's a big part of what comedy today, in my opinion, kind of misses a little bit.